Hi and good afternoon. Welcome back to another Creative Corner session. We're still in the stacks because our little studio is being renovated currently. So as usual, we'll go over our materials that we are going to be using in this workshop, and then we'll go ahead and dive into it. All right, everyone. So as far as our supplies go, we have our a package of paper, and the one I found has 10 different colored papers in it. And I went ahead and pre-tore a few pages, so that way we can have a nice confetti full of paper. We also have a canvas board. If you are interested in receiving a supply kit, you'll receive the canvas board. You'll also need some glue. I'm using a stick of Elmer's glue today. You can use hot glue, Podge, anything really just to make sure that it sticks to your surface. And instead of paper, if you would like to, you can also use some old newspapers, old magazines, even old books if you would like to. But I really love the colors in this ream of paper, so we're going to use these colors today. With that, let's go ahead and get started. Since this is torn paper, you can go ahead and get whatever paper you're working with. And such a satisfying sound to hear that paper rip. But then you can just tear by small size, medium size, big size pieces. The size of your paper depends on you, as well as your aesthetic, what you're going for. But you just want to tear pieces of paper until you get enough to work with. In this, the confetti / paper that I have here, I went with each of these colors and tore apart the paper itself, just so that way I have a nice selection of colored paper to work with. I'm not too concerned with how much of the colors I'm using. It's mainly that I have enough color to work with. So the collage that I think I would like to go with is reminiscent of pointillism. If you're not familiar with it, it's an art movement involving points of color to represent the overall painting or picture that the artist is trying to convey. Kind of similar to the very famous painting, A Sunday Afternoon on the Island of La Grande. I can never pronounce the last word, but I'll put the title of the piece into the description. And we're just going to have fun with it. We're going to glue all these colors onto the canvas board, and we'll see what happens. All right, like I mentioned, we're just going to go and dive into it. You're going to glue one side of the paper. I'm just going to grab random colors and glue them every which way. Not too concerned with the overall picture, just going to do what feels okay and good. We'll see how it looks at the end. So it's really not really important, but important that you glue it down. So make sure that you have a reliable glue. I'm just using stick glue. And if you want, you can use hot glue, regular white school glue, industrial strength glue. But as I mentioned, like I said, we're not too concerned with what the picture will look like at the end. We're just enjoying the process, sticking paper here and there. And as you work on it, you can add more glue, add more paper, just work on the overall shape. painting, whatever you want to do. If you want to fill the whole board, fill the whole board. If you just want a little bit of the board covered, then work on with what you got. But we're going to go ahead and speed up this process so you don't have to watch me struggle with grabbing pieces of paper and gluing it down. So, like I said, let's speed up the process. So again, I'm not really paying attention to placement on the paper. Well, actually, I kind of am. I'm making sure that there's really no conflicting color next to each other. So I'm being conscious of color placement. Trying to think if this is going to work here or if it's going to work elsewhere. And so it's really up to you how you want to do this. You can make an image if you want to. You could just make a really nice collage of paint color like how I'm doing. So the possibilities are endless. As I mentioned previously, you can use different other mediums besides color paper. If you wanted to, you can incorporate newspaper, old books, anything that is kind of paper-like and fibrous, and just start gluing down pieces. I could also, since I have so much paper to work with, I can make this a 3D sculpture by building up the layers of the paper itself too as well. But this is going to take me a while, and I want to keep you all here all day. Very comforting just to get pieces of paper and glue it down, but I'm pretty sure that you don't want to watch me do this all day long. So, like I mentioned, it's up to you how you would like to do this. But I'm just going to go ahead and keep on gluing. Thank you for joining me today for our Creative Corner session. We worked on a torn paper collage using regular paper. If you are interested in doing this, you can do a variety of different mediums, as I mentioned, like paper, newspapers, magazines, even old books that you don't want. The possibilities are endless. If you're not already, be sure to subscribe to all of our social media platforms. We have everything from Facebook to YouTube to TikTok and Instagram and so much more. You can find the social media links available on the homepage of our website. And if you are interested in doing this at home, we also do have several supply kits available, and that link is also available on the homepage. I will put the link to our website in the video description down below, so that way it's easier for you to find. But again, my name is Joshua. Thank you for joining me this afternoon, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.